my bread. My father, he's a drunkard, my mother, she is dead. I wander alone and I moan and I weep for the voice of my mother to sing me to sleep. Well, everybody, I wanted to show you the new banjo. This is banjo number 16. It's kind of hard to get the whole thing in the shop, but there it is. It is the biggest banjo I've ever made, and admittedly I've made some big ones, but this is the first true long neck I ever made. I basically just took the length of a Seeger style neck and made this the same length, and with an extra long peg head on there. Got the straight back 5th string tuner here. I made it sort of blocky through there like I've seen on a few 1800s examples, earlier 1800s. I really like the way that came out. Really like this. I explained in an earlier video that, let's see if y'all can really see this. This peg head, I sort of, it was inspired by a Boucher peg head. I didn't quite copy it, and it's a Jeff Menzies goat hide, scraped out by Jeff down there when he was in Jamaica. And I just took an oak dowel and drove it into the heel of this cherry neck, anchor it with a couple of screws, the way I've seen a lot of old banjos have that. I always mention that the more desirable way is to put the wooden wedge through there. I will be doing that in the future, but for now I like to slap these 2 screws in there. It's easy enough. The dowel tapers here and goes through. Another interesting thing was, see if y'all can see that, on the Boucher banjo that inspired me, Boucher, or somebody, presumably Boucher, had used a little piece of wire driven through here or there. I thought that was kind of neat. So I did the same thing. That's the first time I'd seen that. Walnut tailpiece. Tall cherry bridge. I think because the neck is so long, and you'll see I did achieve neck angle, some back angle on this. Because the neck is so long and I put back angle on it, I really needed a tall bridge. I mean, that's a pretty tall bridge, but anyhow. And it's a bone nut, deer bone nut there, like I like to do. I think that sounds the best. I didn't put any 5th string pip, no nut here for that, because a lot of the old banjos I've seen, they didn't even bother. Well, that's a really neat banjo. I just wanted to show you. There she is, maple drum shell there for the rim, and I cut it kind of shallow. Copper? You better not, honey. Cut it kind of shallow, and big beefy neck. But it's nice and slender up here. It's easy to get your hands around it. The only thing about this, because it's so long, is you kind of have to reach up here. And also, if you like to look at your left hand while you're playing, you'll get a stiff neck, I think. So it's kind of, you got to feel your way around it. And it's got a very mellow sound. Neat, mellow sound, real deep. Anyhow, there it is, guys. Banjo number 16. So if anybody's interested in purchasing it, let's talk about it. Because I kind of didn't, I didn't really make this with anybody in mind. It's awful long, be warned. So probably better for somebody who's a serious banjo player who wants something a little bit different. Thanks for looking. We'll see you later.